Y'all, this was a really good episode of Insecure, and it left me feeling like a 12-year-old little schoolgirl the whole way through. I really enjoyed this episode. It kept me entertained, and I talked all this shit about the first couple episodes being slow, because they were. And finally, we got an episode that wasn't necessarily action-packed, but it gave me something I can feel. For the rest of the month of September, y'all better get ready to hear Aretha Franklin references as I pay homage to the queen. But I'm going to tell you something. In enjoying this episode of Insecure, I also walked away from this shit with low self-esteem, and I'm going to tell you why. I don't understand why I can't find anybody that I could flirt with, or anybody that want to kiss me in my mouth. This thing, wait till I get on this thing and want to start playing with these toys. I can't tell you the last time I found somebody that wanted to flirt with me and kiss me in my mouth and take me to get tacos and stuff. The last time I was with a man around a taco is when I was sitting in Taco Bell on 79th Street trying to eat them 3 crunchy tacos, and somebody got in the back of my car thinking I was their Uber driver, and I almost ran my car into the damn dumpster because I thought somebody was trying to rob me and take my damn life. Being funny, but it just really made me feel good to see Issa finding somebody that just kind of made her feel good and that she seemed to have a genuine connection with. But we're gonna get into all of that. So the episode opens up with Daniel and his fucking attitude dropping off that last box at Issa's house. As far as I'm concerned, I wouldn't give a good goddamn if this is the last time we see Daniel's ass. Good riddance. Well, take your shirt off and show us your ass one more time on the way out. Let the doorknob hit you with a good Lord split you. Ooh, yes. Nevertheless, Molly and her bang is over Daniel. Because Daniel walked out. She was like, what up? Were you good? Or whatever she said. And she closed the door and kept on walking with her Versace tee and her bang. Lord have mercy, Jesus, Molly. Well, she don't wear that hair to work. She don't need to wear that hair nowhere, but I'm going to spare her this episode. Is it me? Or do we as people do that? We move from one apartment to another and carry all that damn shit, old books, old scrap pieces of paper, old CDs and shit. Quiet as it's kept, they don't even make devices with CD players in them no more. I don't even know nobody that got no car with no CD player in it, because I roll with classy based people. Yes, God, honey. We got extra air condition buttons and extra knobs for heated seat and for heated ass and for heated glove box, heated steering wheel. But baby, we ain't got no place for no CD, honey. We got an aux cord or 2 or an outlet in our car. We ain't even got no area for no CDs. What she gonna do with them damn CDs? Transfer them shits to MP3 and throw that shit away, because it's keeping space. And don't get me wrong, despite the fact that Issa live in a place that look like a VCR or should go somewhere in there, she about ain't even got no damn CD player. Throw that shit away. That Zane book made me holler though, because when I was coming up, all the girls was reading them damn Zane books in high school. Nevertheless, they get down to the meet, and Torian tried the shit out of Molly. So you could tell when the two ladies were speaking, Molly was trying to auto-correct her own behavior. She said, I'm just going to shut up and I'm going to co-sign what the lady said, because I can't say anything right at this law firm. Then when the man flat out asked her a question and she started to answer, Torian jumped all in and just overran Molly, and still in an effort to fit in, Molly said, I'm just gonna chill and let it ride. Okay. It was funny as hell though. Molly walked up to the ladies after the meeting, and she's standing around the coffee machine and and they were talking, and she was standing there, and it got awkward, and really they wanted to be like, girl, what you want? Like, what you want? And then finally one of them broke the seal and was like, they didn't teach modesty at Morehouse. That's just Torian. And you could see a sigh of relief over Molly's face. She was like, whoo, girl, I thought it was just me. And they was like, nah, girl, we noticed it too. And in that moment, I smiled, because I said, okay, they have finally let Molly in. She don't feel crazy, because I know what it feel like. Do you trying to enter into a new group of friends and, people trying to fill you out. And in that moment, they was like, girl, he do us the same way. We gonna bond as sister women in that regard. And I finally liked that they broke down the wall and Molly was able to get in. Okay, so then we get to Issa at work, at this damn Meals on Wheels job that I'm so goddamn glad she cooked. And here come Frida coming, being the great white hope, the great white savior. Guess what, Issa? You get to go back in the field. Issa's like, yay, hooray, hip, hip, hooray. We gonna talk about where you going after lunch. Okay, Issa goes to Issa go to lunch. And am I the only one who looked half crazy when Mama said, can she get a barbecue salmon? And I'm assuming that's taco, barbecue salmon taco. So well, I was trying to think, is that salmon on the barbecue grill? But no, that would just be grilled barbecue. You know, ghetto black people, we call everything barbecue when it's grilled. Nevertheless, barbecue salmon, I gotta try that. I actually got a piece of salmon in the refrigerator I'm finna eat for early lunch. I'm gonna put some barbecue sauce on it. I'm gonna call y'all back and let y'all know how it tastes. Then she runs into party lift and dropped it on the floor. And I wish she would have dropped her kiki down to the floor, then picked it up slow and let her hit it hard from the back, roll around to the front, and then do what? Put your panties to the side, let me slide through. I went up. I told y'all on episode 1 or 2 when we first saw that boy from How to Get Away with Murder, I was like, he is too popular of an actor right now for him to just be dropping in, doing a little yang 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 around the house. I'm so glad that he's back. I'm so glad that he's a potential love interest. I am loving everything that this boy is bringing, including his swag. I'm here for it. I'm telling y'all, this boy is a dynamic actor, because when he did the whole thing on How to Get Away with Murder, he played the preppy, whitewashed adoptee. I had never seen any of his work before, and I took that to assume, I assumed that was how he was in his acting swag and in real life. And since then, social media and this role on Instagram has taught me that this boy is multifaceted, and I am here for it. I'm here for party lift. Hip hip hooray, hip hip hooray. But here's the part that got me. After she connected with the boy and he went to the taco stand, and the man was like, it's gonna take an hour, and Issa was like, I'm gonna walk with you. I'm sitting there like, bitch, you on probation. That the woman, your boss lady, don't even want to talk to you. Frida just got your ass back in the field. I'm sure it took you 10 minutes to walk to the stand, another 10 or 15 minutes to order your food and get it, and it's gonna take you 10 to get back. How in the hell you got a damn hour to wait on Meals on Wheels, and folks right here hungry? You got a cart full of fucking frozen dinners you need to push out to old people while teaching kids phonetics and shit at the same damn time. I'm just trying to wonder, but I know that's right, baby. Let me tell you something. When you want to rebound and party lift with you, let me tell you, see, Issa ain't even get the dick. You know how they say good dick will make you do ... You know, just a good vibe will make you put it all on the line. That's what I'm looking for. I just need God to put somebody in my path that make me say, you know what, fuck doing these videos for about 2, 3, 4, 5 days. I just want to walk around and eat tacos with you and break in people's house and get all to their swimming pool. That scene just made me feel good. It made me feel excuse me, y'all. It made me believe in young love. Y'all don't know about that, Janet. It just really felt good to see that. Moving right along, I got a question for y'all. So as Issa was walking him through the LA streets, I love the fact that she makes it a point to highlight black areas in LA. Leimert Park, am I saying it right? I don't know much about LA, because whenever I go out there, I'm always in like the WeHo area, and I go to my little offices, my meetings, and I get back on the plane and bring my ass back to home. However, I think I can remember hearing enough in the distance to know that that was like the black area. I'm curious to know, I know Crenshaw is the black area. I'm curious to know, when Issa was walking up and down the sidewalk with the boy and she was pointing out all of these different businesses, were these legit businesses that currently exist in LA? And if so, I really rock with this sister for using her platform to give black-owned business, historic black-owned businesses, small black businesses in a historically black area, a shout out and some shine down to the TV. And I also think I read or heard something on social media or somewhere that she was making it a point to highlight the black areas of LA, because the media only shows you the great fancy parts and the studio parts and all that kind of shit. And hats off to Issa for doing that. So Issa gets a text from Frida down at Meals on Wheels talking about, okay, I want to see you at 3. And I'm just like, yeah, bitch, you out here fool-la-line around the world and on your lunch break. And see, that's why we can't keep no damn job. Because black people, we the type of people that take a 2-hour lunch break, then show up with a bag of food talking about good afternoon. God knows I used to do that shit in corporate America. That's why the people fired me. Okay, but I ain't mad though, because I got the last laugh. Hey, Nessa girl. Molly then goes to this therapist, and I like that scene. To be honest, I actually took the most from Molly's scene with this therapist than I did from the whole show. She's ranting and raving about how she not getting her shine, She's trying to show up and show out at work, and the therapist said something to her. She said, if you focus more on being helpful than trying to be a star, don't you think you'd probably, have a better time acclimating at this job? And I want to pause from Insecure really quickly, flip over to real life, and just make this point. That stood out to me because I've been talking to different little people, and I've got a couple little people that I mentor and that I talk to on the regular. And Gary V is actually one of my mentors. But the point that I was telling somebody just last week, they was like trying to focus on the numbers on their videos and stuff. And I was like, listen, stop focusing on the numbers. Focus on the shit that you love. Listen, y'all, I don't do this shit because I get views. Quiet as it's kept, there are YouTubers out there who I personally feel like my work is 10 times better than them, but for whatever reason, their videos get 90 million more views than me, and I am so okay with that because I'm not in it for that. You know what I'm saying? Yes, this shit pays my bills, and it pays it very well. As long as my needs are met, I can care about the rest of that fool-la-la. I like doing this, and that's why I'm able to do it, and I can stay up and do it and push and pump and do it, and I can do it for shows that only gross me 13,000 views because I'm not focused on that. And I had to tell a friend of mine, stop trying to focus on the glitz and glam. Like, if you get your craft down, pat, and you become the best of the best at what you do, that other shit you don't even have to worry about. That fame, that notoriety, the numbers, the money, that shit will automatically come. The universe will make that shit fall in your lap as a byproduct of the fact that you doing what you're supposed to do with your craft. And now we finna flip back to Insecure. But that was just confirmation, and it was reinforcement, and I feel like I need to point that out to y'all because y'all need to get what that therapist was saying to her. Moving right along, Molly then goes on to say, well, you know what? I'm only about making moves that's going to advance me to where I need to go, especially after dealing with Dro. And Nikki Giovanni Fish was like, wait a minute, who is Dro? And Molly looked all shook and shamed because she hadn't told the therapist about Dro. And I'm going to tell y'all something, and I learned this from going to therapy. When you get to a point where you cherry picking what you telling your therapist has transitioned from being your therapist to your girlfriend, because that's what you do with your friends. You pick and choose and tell them the good parts of your life or the bad parts that you ain't too ashamed about, but you don't tell them the real truth. When you go to therapy, the one thing that you think that you shouldn't tell your therapist is probably the biggest thing that you need to be telling her. And that's coming from somebody. That ain't even coming from the old lady sitting under the tree. That's coming from somebody who swears by therapy and whose life therapy has changed and whose life y'all have seen change in front of this camera as a result of therapy. Therapy works, bitch. You better get you some insurance, and if you ain't got none, you find you one for $100 a session. And if you can't go every week, bitch, you go as much as your pockets will allow. But get your ass in there and get your mental health in order. Okay. Issa and Nathan walking through the hood. I'm just loving this first date. I'm loving. Listen, when a boy is trying to get to know a girl and a girl is trying to get to know a boy, that is a true first date. That's the type of conversation two people are supposed to be having. What are your aspirations? Where are you from? Do you got siblings? What do you like? What is your vibe? You know, I dare you to do this. Truth or dare. Let me get to know you a little better. The people say, don't be going to movies and don't be rushing to go out to dinner. And that shit be just too weird. Let's just interact as humans. And I love the fact that they got to get to know each other independent of technology. I'm glad they didn't trade phone numbers off rip, because I do get stuck in this. You meet somebody and then y'all get stuck becoming pen pals. So now I got this new thing that I implemented in my life about a year or two ago. Any boy that I like, he not allowed to text me beyond I'm here, I'm running late. If you like me and I like you, you got to talk to me. I'm just real old fashioned. I'm real old fashioned when it comes. I don't like this newfangled form of dating. I don't like you sending me no. Who the fuck communicates in an Instagram DM? Like, I don't like that. You ask somebody, you be like, oh, so let me get your number. Oh, follow my Instagram. I instantly X you out. I'm not doing that. I'm a grown ass fucking man. Give me your phone number, bitch. It's Monday. I expect to see you sometime by the goddamn weekend for dinner. And if not, this shit is a wrap. I expect to talk to your ass at least 2 times before dinner and see you within a week. If not, go on and find somebody on Instagram for you to play with, because I'm not the one. Issa and Nathan walked past her house. You know, Issa quiet as it's kept. The way you scratching and surviving at Meals on Wheels and right here taking this job at this rat-infested damn apartment, it looks to me that you need to call your damn parents. Now, quiet as it's kept, y'all had to move because y'all parents got divorced, but by the fact that by their powers combined, see if you catch the reference, they was able to live in that nice-ass house, which means either both of them or one of them got some damn money. You need to call your family and ask for some help, but I'm glad that we were able to get some insight into Issa's background. Now, I'm concerned as fuck that them people don't broke in them white people damn house and went and got in their pool. And not only did they get in the pool, they got in the pool naked. Now, here's the thing, ladies. Hey, ladies, listen to me. While it was cute, this was fiction. Ladies, if you classy like this and not like this, don't you ask no man to get naked and you ain't even got his phone number just yet, okay? At the point in which a man show you his dick, he gonna be ready to fuck. And at the point in which you asked, you know what I'm saying? That's the signal that you send. That's the only thing I don't agree with. Now, if Issa would have said to your underwear, that could have been freaky and that could have been festive and that could have, you know, got her point across. She still could have seen the package, the print, and all the rest of that stuff. But get naked, that was just a little forward for me, baby. I wasn't raised like that. That's you newfangled girls, you know, just so quick to show somebody your goodies. At that point, you should have Snapchat him that pussy. Hey, nevertheless, that's just me being an asshole. He dares Issa. I love when he told her, she was like, I'm doing a dare. He said, she said, no, I'm not doing no dare. We playing truth or truth. And he said, nah, the truth is you about to get your ass in this pool. Baby, when he spoke to her like that, that thing had to turn me on real quick. I ain't even gonna lie, this too early in the morning for me to get nasty. But I was like, I am feeling his swag. I'm feeling this role that this boy is playing. He say the truth. I know you can get your ass in this pool. I know that's right. Come through, Houston. They get in the pool and they just start having a really heartfelt conversation. And I was just here for all of it. You could see the chemistry between those two. I really liked it. And I hope that this relationship goes somewhere. And then the inevitable happens. What I thought was going to damn happen, which was somebody realized that they got some damn naked people in their damn pool, and Issa and the boy run into the car, get their tacos, and go back to Issa's house. So then the scene changes, and Molly returns to work from therapy because she went on her lunch break. And she walks over to the ladies, and she instantly uses the advice from her therapist. She asks, hey, I know you're working on the case. If you guys need some help on XYZ, just let me know. And they were like, oh, wow, okay. Further getting her into the circle. Then we get to the end of the episode, and I'm going to need some help with this. The ladies walk up to Molly, who they are now indoctrinating into their group. And they're like, you know, hey, girl, we're going to get together tonight to go over the stuff for the case. That was the perfect opportunity for Molly to really solidify her role in the group over Haagen-Dazs ice cream and wine and, a number 2 pencil and some college ruled paper as they take the notes. Now, y'all going to have to help me out with this because Molly was saying that tonight wasn't good. And they were getting ready to rock with it. And I was assuming it was perhaps because Molly had a date or she had a prior engagement, which she is entitled to. You can't walk up to me and just say, oh, we're going to meet up tonight. Then the boy says, okay, Molly, I'm ready for you. She says, I'll be there in a minute. There was an awkward pause and an exchange of looks and energy, and I did not quite catch what that was. So y'all going to have to help me out with this. Was it the 2 women feeling like, oh, you can't meet with us tonight because you ditched us for him? Or was it, oh, you got this sexy dress on and you trying to go that route to get into the boys club? Or was it, oh, you're choosing his case and him over us? I'm just really confused as to what that exchange was. So somebody drop down in the comments and please help me out with that. And last but not least, Frida walks over to discuss that shit with damn Issa. And Issa said, you know what? I'm tired of delivering frozen dinners. And I quit Meals on Wheels. And thank the Lord, Issa, because I don't know if I could have took a whole season and you sitting up there complaining with them damn people. I hope that this don't mean that this the last we gonna see of Frida, though, because I do like Frida. We got you, Frida. I'm trying to advocate for your job. I want you to be around. But nevertheless, this was a good episode of Insecure. It's what I've been waiting on from Insecure. It made me feel good. And it made me just, want to go find me somebody I can walk around the block with and get some goddamn tacos. That's a girl, if you got a brother that likes somebody strong, independent, or uncle. I like them old, brown, Puerto Rican, or Haitian. I ain't got no whole lot of, preference. Just as long as they ain't sloppy and they ain't no Trump supporter. I go on a date with him. I go get a damn taco. Any rate, y'all, be sure to like and subscribe and hit that bell button if you want the notifications whenever I make a video. And I will call y'all later. Bye.